Okay, I'm going to keep the intro short on this. These are skits I wrote like about decades ago. Um, you can find them on CCF 90s Skits Nostalgia if you don't want to hear this commentary. And just a little warn you, there's a lot of kind of cringe on this as far as Christian cringe, evangelical cringe. You'll see why pretty clearly. But basically, this is not really a satire of anything very particular. This is more of a satire of a genre, in particular musicals. And yeah, this is just basically CCF The Musical. And this was the first sketch of the year, which we always want to start out on a very strong foot. The guy you're seeing singing there, he was in charge of CCF at the time, and he loved this on paper. Like, he really wanted to play the lead role on here. And the best part about this is that opening tune was actually very different. I didn't really think that it was like, welcome to our musical, something like that. That's the way I had it in my mind. And he really made it in his mind something else. And I'm so glad he ran with it because, yeah, if there's one thing you know about musicals, you either love them or you hate them. Like there are some people, like if they hear that something is a musical, they will not want to see it, and I get it. Musicals are a very different type of animal. I would actually believe that if my life were a musical, I would probably enjoy it. Lots of dance numbers just breaking out and just everybody seems very happy, and a lot of musicals are very happy and in their tone. In this case, we definitely emphasize more of the show tunes type musical, the Broadway type ones. And we, of course, parody a lot of them. And hopefully, no one's going to copyright slice me on these things because I parody. Oh, yeah, this is from West Side Story. Because, of course, why wouldn't I steal from West Side Story if I'm stealing from musicals? And you'll notice that the main premise of this is that God himself is apparently going to show up for this dinner with this ordinary person. That's the premise here. And we have this musical character there who's kind of like, I don't know, helping him prepare or something like. What is he, an angel? I have no idea. I never really define these things. Love that way he always spins the cane with the happy tunes. Oh man, I don't know if he did that during rehearsal, but oh man, the audience just loves stuff like that. And of course, if you're going to steal from any musical, and if it's the 90s, then one musical that everybody knows is, of course, Beauty and the Beast, so everybody knows the songs from there. And Be Our Guest is one that you can just take and make it very popular. Hey, you know it is. Yeah. So, now, I guess the cringe in this is that this idea that God is going to show up at your place. And if you have a problem with that, I understand. I'm not really certain that if you believe God is showing up at your place and you're going to talk with him,
What do you mean?
there is a certain element of Christian culture that just sort of accepts this, and it's something that I think maybe it would be very hard for me to talk over and just in one of these things. I'm not trying to bash down anybody that believes they're talking to God. No, I am not. But I think when some people will believe that they're talking to God, they obviously are trying to. That gets kind of in some crazy territory because how are you going to prove that they are not or are talking to God? There's no standards of you doing. Let's see. I guess we're stealing from Sound of Music now because again, it's a musical I think pretty much everyone knows. And I think that's pretty much how I wrote this out. I basically just said like, okay, what songs what can I take from? And now here's a song though that is actually original that I kind of wrote. And I had this idea for years about, and I came from this, one time I was on a long trip and I was listening to like maybe a station that was playing gospel music. And I found that it was incredibly repetitive at certain points. Like it would be a very call and response, and the call and response would be absolutely equal to each other. So it's like, and so they just went back and forth, and this lasted forever. And I love how this goes, no, I'm not, yes, I am. And it's like, and then they just repeat back.
Well, I just might be a gospel singer.
And then it just kind of gets into the big chorus kind of thing. And this is actually based, I think there was a worship song we used to do called Let Everything Have Breath, and I think I kind of stole the
No, I'm
chorus from
not.
that. And I remember when he goes
No,
like,
I'm
no,
not.
you're not, yes, I am. Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not.
This is the part where he kind of pulls the Bugs Bunny
Yes,
thing
I
where he's sort of
am.
like, where he says
Yes,
like,
I am.
yes, I am, and then just to get the opposite reaction, and they kind of go like, and yeah. But it actually kind of reverses
You know,
on
I'm
him.
I'm starting to get the hang
So
of this.
anyway, I
Right,
don't
Michael.
know how you. I mean, I remember trying when we were trying to do this with the gospel choir. They didn't really know what I was talking about, and I was really no help for them. But honestly, they pulled it off. So yeah. Now this song they're singing, "Welcome to This Place," I believe is a popular worship song at the time, which would have been, I don't know, 97, 98, whenever this came out. Um, because worship music, of course, changes, and I have no idea what the stage of it is at now. So hopefully I'm not going to get copyright flagged on this, because then again, if this is by Hillsong, they probably don't care because they got enough scandals in their name that they're trying to deal with, and a copyright thing isn't one of them. Oh, yeah, I went there. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this particular musical sketch. This is a really good one. I actually really like this one.
He's here.
Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.